Terrible. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. This ball caught by McIntosh. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Burrow. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. And Burrow going to throw again. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it's enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. Here's the give to McIntosh. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Play action. It's Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They go play action with Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. First and goal, Cincinnati.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is caught. He's in the drive at the 30. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there? I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Now Burrow changing things up here. From the 39, Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Glover. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. This is McIntosh. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll run with McIntosh. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Burrow. And that is in.
Game, and no signs of slowing down.
The Bengals getting set to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Here we go. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Up the middle they go. McIntosh. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Burrow. And that would complete once again to Higgins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Glover. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Burrow will throw, and he'll spot Higgins open left side. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Here we go. 180.
Now it's Burrow. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. His first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. First half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Burrow looking to pass. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So the completion gets him just a yard. And the rookie, even though this is preseason, Charles, interceptions, you got to eat at you quite a bit.
They certainly do, but here's the problem that he's confronted with. He's not the high draft pick. He's not seen as the next guy. He's got to prove himself to everyone and get noticed. So maybe instead of taking the safer throw, you press it a little bit. Try and push it downfield, try and fit into a tight window. And sometimes interceptions result.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a handoff up the middle. McIntosh, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. McIntosh. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Here we go.
This 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins to the 30-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them.
Now Burrow loses the football, and the Seahawks have picked it, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd down, here's McIntosh. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a...
That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage as a rookie QB. Thing to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That one caught by all, the tight end. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Gain of 12. First down, Bengals.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. A short throw there, pulled in by all. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and 2.
They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Complete to Xavier Gibson. A gain of 9 yards. And the Bengals first down.
This is Brown on the draw play. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up second and 2.
They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for Bengals set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah,
What they can do here. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They haven't. Here down the stretch, 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. A short throw there, pulled in by all. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 40 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Cincinnati.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Back to throw here. That's to his tight end all. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
We got 25 the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Back to throw again. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return just out across. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps, to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Back to throw now on first down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. It got you. Look, Cincinnati set to take over once again. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense. A complete